funny thing about love is you never really know when it's coming, but you better believe you'll know when it's there. True story. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you never know when it's coming, but you sure know it when it does. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you might get what you ask for, so you better be sure.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You and Tuck, y'all be on that black empowerment like no other brothers I know. I've been trying to keep up, learning what I can. But watching old movies and documentaries and, the 70s and 80s stuff, trying to get
like
up to
what?
speed.
Like what?
Well, first off, what is it that you watching? Because you can't learn no black history watching no pornography.
But hey, Benny Cold Water Brown, ice cold. Dude like that 80s pornography, you hear me? They got no head down there. I like the head.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all got to stay focused. Focus, Leroy.
All right.
I'm focused.
See, that's what it is, man. I don't even know if I want to talk to you, because you like to make fun of me, man, for what I don't know.
I ain't gonna make fun of you, Leroy.
I'm gonna need your word on that.
Hell, well, I ain't shaking your damn hand. I'll give you my word, but I ain't shaking your hand. I seen you playing that pocket pool the other day. I was over there fixing on your sink. Playing a whole game of 8 balls by yourself.
I don't play 8 ball. I'm a 9 ball man.
Yeah, well, whatever you was playing, it looked like you was losing. The way you're itching and scratching. Here.
There ain't no but a little tape.
You need to go down to the health department and see if they can check that thing out.
That's right. But hey, Cold Water Brown, ice cold. Saw one you had the other night. Hey man, she was thicker than a snicker.
That's right.
Me? She must have bought that body.
She had them buns.
No, that was all hers. I'm tired.
What?
Yeah.
She must have been Mississippi. You hear me? 'Cause they ain't making like that down there. Yeah. Nah.
She's a special woman, man. I'll tell you that, man. Speaking of special women, I was watching Angela Davis's UCLA speech.
Okay.
Angela Yvonne Davis. Now that's a pretty red bone woman right there.
Her and that Kathleen Cleaver.
Yes, Lord. Hell just knew what he was doing when he married that fine young powerhouse right there.
Yes, sir.
Kathleen Cleaver. I never heard of her.
Yeah, well, I mean, quiet as kept. She was the driving force behind the whole movement, if you ask me.
Yeah?
That Black Panther movement, man. You gotta realize that the Black Panthers was 2/3 women. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know Angela Davis was a Black Panther.
Angela Yvonne Davis.
Right.
And she'd been a PhD. She did the work, man, in 1970, University of California, San Diego. But she never received a degree because her manuscripts and work was seized and confiscated by the FBI.
Well, I mean, she wasn't really a Black Panther. That was Kathleen. That was the Black Panther. We all look alike to the white folks. Now, all they saw was that red bone, that light skin, and that big old afro, and they just lumped her in with all the rest of them.
Yes, Lord. Angela Yvonne Davis was just a revolutionary. But, in those times, man, a lot of revolutionary brothers and sisters knew each other because they was all peddling the same propaganda.
What's the propaganda?
Leroy, propaganda is the information, man. Come on, Leroy.
And it's usually biased. People use it to promote their own political point of view,
Oh, I can dig that.
So I mean, see, Angela Davis, her and Kathleen, Cleaver were all about the empowerment, empowering the people, especially the women's rights and liberating the people and feeding the kids,
Yep.
and the free health care, all that type of stuff.
Hey, and they were serious about it too, man. Especially that feed the kids bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Miss Davis, she got thrown into the conversation every time they brought up the Black Panthers, just because she was a communist, just like they was.
There you go again.
What?
What's a communist?
Come on, please, boy. You know what a communist is, man.
No, for real, man. When I think of communists, I think of like China, North Korea, Cuba, or the Soviet Union.
You on the right track.
But I ain't never been in none of those countries, so I don't really understand it.
Well, communism in theory is really about an equal playing field. No personal property, no social classes. And communists believe in governing themselves. They just can't figure out on how to do it.
Okay. See, the communists, they want to share everything equally. It's like Coldwater said. In theory, it seems proper, but in application, it's trash.
Listen, cold water, brown, ice cold. No, that stuff don't work around here.
No, sir.
Man, come on. We gotta stun on our neighbors, man. We gotta pimp out the house, pimp out the crib, put some shoes on the feet, things on the rod.
Things on that thing, man.
See, those are the things that we do that determine the classes that we in. Buying up all of the property, trying to amass some wealth, trying to build yourself up and separate yourself from others. That type of thing just don't happen in a communist society. Now, in this good capitalist society, you gonna have some things. That's why them people in them communist communities, they want to come over to America so bad.
That's why they're trying to get to America so hard. And did you know the Communist Party started to recruit Miss Davis when she was a little girl in the Girl Scouts?
Girl Scouts?
Yep, she was marching, man, in Alabama, Birmingham.
No kid. For real? In the Girl Scouts?
Yes, man. People had their eyes on her since she was a little girl. And then American Friends Service Committee, that's the Quakers, was taking black kids from the South and integrating schools in the North. She chose to go to Elizabeth Irwin High School, Greenwich Village. And then she joined the Youth Comedy School.
That's right.
Were you in high school?
High school.
She was a communist faux show.
Faux show.
Hell, after she beat that murder and kidnapping jacket that they tried to throw on her, she went straight over to the Soviet Union to lay low.
Lay low.
Right. What that boy say? You better lay low.
And you made that up.
Hell no.
Murder and kidnapping?
You ain't know about that?
No. Hell no.
That's why they kept trying to say that she was a Black Panther. Once the white folks found out she was a communist, they threw her in a group with the Panthers. A lot of them brothers and sisters was communists at that time.
Yep. You had a lot of black communists at that period too. You had groups like the Black Liberation Army, and just a bunch of other communist organizations alike. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had people like Stokely Carmichael and Eldridge and Kathleen Cleaver. Yeah, yes sir. Fred Hampton, Bobby Hutton. You had Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Come on, man. You had my frat brother. You had Huey P. Newton. Huey saw them blue and white lights just like I did.
What's blue and white lights?
That's that Phi Beta Sigma. You know.
Right.
Yeah, he was a Sigma. He was a Sigma too. But they was all just college-age kids, man, just raising hell,
Right.
Oh, and don't forget about that Charlotte and Pete O'Neal. Everybody became.
I heard of them. Yeah, I heard of them.
Bobby Rush, Bobby Seals.
What?
Yeah, all them brothers.
Afeni and Asada Shakur.
That's
Tupac back.
That's right. That's right. The Communist Party, man, it was big and it was growing that big. Yeah.
Right.
That's why they made it such a threat to the system, because they was getting too big.
And that's also why they started eliminating.
That's right.
Because it got to the point where it was not safe to be a Panther or even affiliated.
Yeah, too many people was listening to them. You
Yeah.
know, you had all the Black Hollywood hanging with the Black Panthers. You know, you got the what you would call an influencer. Yeah, an influencer today. But you got Black Hollywood hanging out with the Panthers, man. I mean, can you imagine Huey P. Newton and Richard Pryor hanging out, ripping and running? Can you imagine how scary that had to be for white folks back then?
Hey, and you had comedians like Dick Gregory foregoing millions of dollars.
Right.
Millions. Just to fight for the cause, man.
All for the cause.
And he fought for equality. But he ran for it. And brother, when I say ran, that brother ran. I mean, he ran marathons state to state, man. And
hunger strikes. Damn near killed himself.
Yeah, man, they was serious, man. Anything to bring attention to the cause, brother.
All for the cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you. Now, don't get me wrong. Dick Gregory cool and all. I understand that. But for real, I want to hear more about that kidnapping murder.
Oh, man, come on, Sorrel. Boy, he didn't murder nobody, man. That was her security guard. Some
murder nobody, man. Yeah. Now, she might have bought the guns, but she ain't murdered nobody.
Let me get straight. She bought the guns that were used for kidnapping murder.
Well, see, here's the thing, Leroy. You got to realize that people were trying to kill her daily. You know?
Daily.
I mean, she had to get a security detail walking around the campus of UCLA, and the school paid for it. What? But the only reason why they paid for it is because they didn't want her to get killed while she was attending their school. Once she stopped going to their school, then she had to get her own security detail.
That's right.
And then the security detail that she got, them is the ones that kidnapped and murdered that upscale white guy. You know, that they the ones that did it. You know, and once the white folks got a hold of that, they tried to lock her up, and they would have got her if it wasn't for that Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick.
That's right.
She do.
Leroy, come on, man. Come on, try to get your history game up, bro.
That's what friends are for, Leroy.
She came on through.
I don't.
Yeah. You never know when it's coming.